You've probably seen a lot of hype about Shiba token on YouTube as well as in the news recently. And in today's episode, we're going to look at this speculative asset at the charts because something very exciting is happening after this build-up that's been happening all the way since way back on the 17th of May. So since back the 17th of May, we've been in this consolidation period. Obviously, back then we saw Shiba dump over 85%. And since then, we've been running quite tightly in this boundary. But something very exciting is showing on the charts right now, indicating that we could be in the process of beginning another breakout. And once this breaks out, potentially, this is a very risky asset, we could see a huge explosion in the Shiba price. So I want to show you here, guys, this is on the daily on the Shiba Inu US dollar chart. If we draw a line through here, we can see that this is a significant area here where we have had multiple touches all the way through. We did have a bit of a fake out here before being rejected. We then tried again to be rejected and then pushed back down to the downside. The same thing, guys, on the bottom we can draw a horizontal line. Again, we've had wicks down below, but apart from here we did have a close below. We did get pushed back up inside. So what we have formed is this huge descending wedge pattern. Ordinarily this is a continuation pattern. We did enter it from the downside. We then find ourselves getting lower highs each time as the bulls lose strength, but each time we've managed to maintain strength here, showing that there is a price at which people are prepared to buy at. Also, what is happening on the daily isn't necessarily what's so key, but if we zoom into what's happening here, we will see in much greater detail why this is such an exciting time for the Shiba Inu token. Zooming into the Shiba token on the 1 hour chart, we can take a line and draw it down through it again, finding these highs. Obviously, this is the area I've just circled, and we can see we've got multiple touch points indicating this a verified line of resistance, and we can also then draw a sort of a descending wedge pattern through these multiple hits here. Obviously, you need around 3 or 4 hits to confirm that this is a substantial area of support or resistance, depending on which way we look at it. And what you can see, guys, is we have had this breakout, and even if we were to zoom into an even closer level of detail, we can then see that we've got this ascending triangle pattern where we've again broken to the upside. Now, if you think about the grand scheme of things, this is probably not the most exciting to look at in that the percentage increases from this breakout are not going to be that significant. If we take from this swing high position up here and then we move it down to our wick down here, we can see that this gives us our breakout target for the Shiba token. Now, what then becomes significant about that is that will then bring us up to this area here, and obviously as we move in time we're going to be coming sideways. In fact, that we're more likely to be looking at an area further on outside of this, and this is why that becomes so significant, guys, because that would then be the breakout from this chart pattern. And what I want to bring your attention to is if that is to break out, then the potential price target for this thing is going to be massive. Now, to take our target price of this, we would take from the original swing high and then down to the low level here, and that again we would move up as our price target, which would bring us all the way up here. Now, in terms of the price, that's still extremely small, but if we take from the current line of the current price and we move it up to there, we can see that that move would be around an 87% increase. And what I want to mention is when we've seen coins like Dogecoin and other meme coins start to surge in the past, people get FOMO and people jump into these really quickly, and it doesn't take a huge amount of money to be able to see some amazing returns. Now, obviously, this is a very speculative asset in terms of whether it's going to actually play much of a role in the future. Personally, I think not, but bear in mind that we could potentially see some great gains from this. In my opinion, obviously, it's very risky. Don't put in any money that you can't afford to lose. But, you know, I'm looking at this as a potential opportunity to see a 10, maybe even a 20x. And we've all got different amounts of money that we're prepared to lose or not lose. But in my opinion, if you've got a little bit lying on the side in your crypto balance that you are potentially interested in taking a bit of a long shot, bit of a punt, you know, and money that, as I've mentioned, you're happy enough if you never get it back, then this, in my opinion, could be a potentially awesome opportunity. If we look across, we can see that this breakout position is literally in line with where we dropped before and found this massive support before bouncing back up, showing that this is obviously a very key area. As I mentioned, if we can get to this level, then I think we may have a lot of people starting to jump on board, and we could see a very aggressive move as we did in GameStop, Dogecoin, etc. And as I've mentioned, so much hype surrounding the Shiba Inu token at the moment. So maybe this could be a great opportunity. As far as I see on the charts with this falling wedge, as well as this huge consolidation pattern, because we are starting to run out of time. We've been consolidating for a long time now, so it's going to have to start thinking about making a decision one way or the other. Bit of a different video for you today, guys. Please smash the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. And make sure you hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of the latest happening in the crypto markets. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.